Hello guys, today we are going to discuss about the pipeline script of Jenkins. Till now we discussed about the freehand and hello guys, today we are going to discuss about Jenkins pipeline scripts. Till now we discussed about the Jenkins different type of pipelines, like we have discussed about the freestyle projects, Maven projects. Today we are going to discuss about the pipeline. So before starting with it, we need to understand what the pipeline script will do. The pipeline script first copy the code from the GitHub, then it will build the script, it will build the source code, and then it will push if you want to push into the artifact repository, which is called the Nexus maybe, or you want to execute the SonarQube report, which is going to be the code validation report that you can do. You can send a notification, and last but not least, you deploy the application. So all these things we are going to do it with the help of the pipeline. So for this you need servers like Tom. If you say Nexus and the SonarQube, I installed in one server, Tomcat for the deployment, and Jenkins. This we already discussed how to install these applications. So let's start with the scripts. So we are going to create a Jenkins first project known as a pipeline. Let's say pipeline script, and we will choose a pipeline and we'll say go to the pipeline. The first step in this is to create to fetch the report from the GitHub. The first step is to fetch the report from the GitHub. So here we will start with node, and the first step or the first stage, we can say stage single quotes, we will say git clone. So what it will do, it will copy the repository from my GitHub my GitHub repository, and my GitHub repository location is this, where my source code is there. So what I will do, I will copy my GitHub repository. I will go here and I will say git. My first step is what I have to do. I get URL quotes and the branch name. Branch here, if you will not give anything, by default it is master. Otherwise it will be whatever the branch you have, you will be giving it. The first step is to download. I do not require username password because this is my public repository. This is, if it is private, it would be written here. So this is my public repository, so I need not to give the username password. What I will do, I will apply, save, and I will build the code. When I build the code, it will show me that git clone is successful. So after the git clone is successful, the next step is to build the package. What you will do, go configure here, go my pipeline. The next stage is stage, and then you give build. Okay, the way it is a Groovy scripting way, so you can see use a Groovy sandbox. So what you will do, you give sh, my life cycle is in mvn clean package. But how to run the mvn clean package? This mvn we have installed from the global tool. If you'll say what is global tool, just I'm not completing this. So because its curly bracket is left out, I will say apply and save. What is the global tool? If you go here, Jenkins, manage Jenkins, here you can install from the global tool. So I install from the global tool Maven installation. So I did it. This is my Maven installation. Different things. I have installed Maven 3.6, and this I want to. If you install from the Maven this global tool configuration, it by default go into the tools directory. So let's focus on my script. Configure here. Go my pipeline. Here you need to run the Maven clean package. But how do you know? How my pipeline script will know where my ambient executable will be there? So what I need to do, I need to define def my Maven home equal to tool name double quotes, and say what we need to give. If you can see here my workspace is there, right? Similarly, if I will go here, tools and Maven 3.6, right? Just go here, copy and give here location Maven 3.6. This is the second step it will build, but you have to define here Maven home. So just say dollar Maven home slash bin slash Maven clean package. So I will apply, save, and build my script. This step is important in multiple ways. Once this build will be done, it will be copying the files. If I will see here, it will be copying the files in my workspace, my pipeline underscore script, and it will be copying it in my target. This my source code has been copied here, and if you go to the target, it will be built here. If after the process you can see 1623, my Maven web application war file is being copied here. Okay, so you can see here, and you can check the console output. See, it has been copied in my Maven web application target. So my build is success. So my next step in this is to push that into the Sonar queue and the Nexus repository. For that, you need to configure in your pom.xml. This is my pom.xml. Click on it, and you have to provide Sonar queue credentials. This is my Sonar queue credentials, which is running here. 139.900 is the default port I am giving here, and giving my login credentials here. You can give username, password, but you have to uncomment it. The similar way you can give the Nexus username, password. So I have installed Nexus, and this is my Nexus repository. This is a Walmart development, and this is a snapshot repo. This is my default 8081 port of the Nexus. This has been installed here. If you can see, browse the repositories here, you can see the snapshot repo and the Another repository name is Walmart development. This one is my snapshot repository, one is my release repository. This we already discussed. What is the difference between release and a snapshot? So you have to give these IP addresses. One is in the distribution management tag, and another one is the sooner it will be in your properties tag. So once you give the IP address, you have to write the script to call that. Go to the pipeline, just say stage sooner report. I will be giving the name and just copy this, because only we are going to change the life cycle here, and we say sooner. So this is my sooner, and if we say apply, save, build now, we'll see once it fetched the report, fetched from my this process again and again it is doing. It is fetching the repository, build it, and then pushing that into the Sonar Cube reports. If you go here and just you see the last one was 9:33 p.m. I will refresh it and you can see 9:57. Now it has been pushed, the report has been generated. My next step of this is to push that into the Nexus repository, which is an artifact repository. I will do configure, go here, and you need not to do anything else. Just copy it here and just change the lifecycle. MVN deploy. This is one of the lifecycle. If you want to push to that into the Nexus, you have to change the name, because same name will not work. I would say it will work, but it's not good for the representation purpose. So I'm going to change push to Nexus. So I'm going to push that into the Nexus, apply, save, and we'll say bin now. So the same process, it will clone it up, build up, push that into the Sonar report, and then again it will be pushing to the Nexus. So once it has been pushed to the Nexus, it's fake. We'll see why it's fake. It's saying deploy. My bad, the configuration what I have given, I have to correctly give that. So just go here and you have to correct it. It's not deployer, it's a deploy. Save and just build that again. You'll see. So again the same process, build, Sonar report is going to push, and then it is going to, after the Sonar report, it will be pushing into the artifact repository, which is known as Nexus. It has been pushed to the Nexus. We'll go to the Nexus repository. We'll go to this repo and we'll see the timestamp. So if you can see the last timestamp, if you go here, forward file, you can see the time 22:0, which is matching my time 10 a.m. It has been pushed. So till now the things is clear. What the process did. Now last step, you can send a notification, but the last step is that of pushing that code into the and deploying that code to the Tomcat, JBoss, anything you can use. So for this I will go to the configure So deployment is nothing, it's just simply copying the script for copying this war file which is in this location of my target location to, we say here, my target location to the Tomcat server. I will say Tomcat server is my Tomcat server. It will be copying into the web app location. So I just logged out, you just logged in again. This is the location which I am talking. So I will copy this location. So once it will be logged in, so if any deployment in the Tomcat will be happening into the web apps. So if you see, this is my location. Okay. So let's do the copying that. So what I'm going to do here, creating another stage, change the name. I'm going to change the name here, deploy to Tomcat. And here what I'm going to do, I am writing a simple code of sh, which is Ruby way of writing, and creating scp, copying it from target location. This is my target location. If I see here, my Maven, because I have not came out from that, that's why it was not showing. So I have to copy it because already been pushed. I have to copy this file into my Tomcat server. So nothing else from the Jenkins server to the Tomcat server. So this is the file I need to copy. I need to copy with the help of ect user @ give the IP address of Tomcat. This is my IP address of Tomcat. Go here, and this is my IP address of the Tomcat, and give colon, and which location I have to copy. I have to copy in this web apps location. So this is simply a deployment. Just copy your war file into the web apps. So for this, I need to connect to the SSH agent. So just there's a plugin SSH agent. If it is not there, you can download it from Manage Jenkins, and here you need to add the key. What is the key? Username. It is anything you can give, but here EC2 user, you can create a user and give anything. Password. I'm not going to use username and password. I'm going to use SSH with private key. I will give here ID EC2 underscore user. Description, I'm going to say my name Nitin, key, username EC2 user, and you have to copy it directly from the Nitin's key, which is a key. If you go here, from which key you are connecting with, it is showing the key name. So it is should be already been copied in your server. You can go into the location. The location it will go, if you see command prompt, you can open it and go to the desktop. There is Jenkins, and here we can see it's a Windows, so you can see here within top you get it and copy it in this location. So my copy is already been done, so I'm not going to do it. I'm just canceling it. I'm using it EC2 user. I am generating that script. Just copy it here and write it here. So this code, what's saying write some code, I'm using an SSH agent to copy this location and I'm putting up, just give a proper formatting and say copy it here. So just I'm doing SSH SCP copy here. But the problem is that once you log into the server, it will say yes or no. So if you can see here, I will show you a simple example. Man SCP. If you go -o option, there is a -o option. So strict, this is the one we need when this is strict host key checking. So here I'm saying -o strict host key checking is equal to no. So I'm saying, so if you go here, it will be showing you this strict host key checking. So if you say no, it will not prompt you that whether you have to say yes or no. The SCP -o strict key host key checking, CHECKING. So don't misspell it. If you want, you can copy it from there. Is equal to no. You have to copy it from the location, that is the home already been provided by the def. Once you say def maven home, already everything the home will be picked up from the variable. So you just say target home maven the war file name and copy it to the location of the web apps EC2 user at the rate IP address of the Tomcat and give the location. Just say apply, save and build the code. So once it is built, it's going to push that into the Sonar report. Again, it will be going to the Nexus artifacts. The same cycle it will be going. So here we are going to in the steps and step by step. That's why it is. So you can go here. Initially, you can see no application is deployed. Just click on the list application. Go down. The web application is being deployed. So you can access in this way, or you can copy the context, or you click on it. It will say Nitin is teaching Jenkins. Please rate him 1 to 5. 5 is a good. Depends on it. He will arrange more training heads. So this is the simple way of deployment. If you will be doing changes, I'm just giving you an example. We are going to do a change here in the source code. Let's say go to your web app JSPs home.jsp. If you're going here and let's say Nitin is just edit it and say Nitin is a good teacher of Jenkins, please rate him. If you commit it here, go to your scripting here and say build now. So everything will be done in the single way. Just go here. This is the context. You can just do it IP address and the context. This is the main web application context. Once it has been deployed here, then you can click on this example. So Nitin is teaching Jenkins. Still it is not there. So just I'm going to see the port number of, go here and give 80 manage apps. You can see here it has been deployed. Nitin is a good teacher of Jenkins, please rate him. So you can see automatically it deployed. But in the real time, we are not using this script. What we are using this in the real time, we are taking this as a code, creating a, go to the repository, just create a new repository, say Jenkins pipeline, say public, creating a repository over there. This is a simple way of creating a repository, and go here. I will be showing you my repositories. Say Jenkins JPMC. This is one of the repository. So in the similar way, I will be going here, going to my repositories, and already have a Jenkins automation. This is a Jenkins automation. Let's create another one. Jenkins. Just give Jenkins pipeline and give create repository. Once you create a repository, create a new file. Give a name Jenkins pipeline. There's no problem. The name can be same, and or just copy paste here a complete code, commit to the new file. This is my code. This is my GitHub repository where my code is written. I will go here, go to the pipeline script, configure. Instead of pipeline script, just give pipeline from SCM. The SCM you need to choose. I am using Git. Give the location. Give the credentials of your GitHub. This is my credentials for GitHub. You can create from here. Go to the advanced setting. This is go to the ads. Click on Jenkins. Here you can give username, password. Just write username. Let's say within secret password of your GitHub password. What is used for? You can put that for the GitHub, so that you can understand what is better. Give a description. So I have already that. So I'm going to use my GitHub credentials, and I have to say Jenkins file. So script path by default is Jenkins file, but if you go here, my file name is Jenkins pipeline. Okay, so just copy this, go to the script and give the Jenkins pipeline, so that my Jenkins should be aware that the name has been changed. So you can see it is running automatically from the GitHub repository. So normally standard process, we are following this. We are putting that into the repository, creating one file, and then copy and then calling it through the SCM, not directly from the pipeline script, because it is not good to put any script on the tool. It is better to have a central repository. So thanks for watching. This is a complete pipeline script model. I will be creating more videos on Docker, how to integrate with Docker, and Jenkins CLI, how to write the shell script using the Jenkins CLI. Please subscribe my channel so that you can get my videos as soon as I will upload. Thanks a lot.